Was here. I can push it here.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for the Big Brother 26 weekly recap. As you can see, I have my friend and frat brother, Busy Blue. What's up?
How's it going? Another exciting week of Big Brother.
It was a week. It was a week.
An exciting week.
It was a week
Okay.
of week Big Brother. It was a week. I'll be honest, I just watched the episodes today while I was working. I put on Paramount Plus and turned.
Really?
Yes.
So my mom, she's in New Orleans with friends and family or whatever. No, with friends. We have no family in NOLA. With friends. I want to say she went for a conference, but I'm not sure. And I was texting her last night, and I was like, "Girl,
Oh,
this
your
is."
mom is into it.
Oh, well, she's the one who got us. My mom has been watching since season 2.
Okay.
And I really didn't truly start watching until like season 3 or 4. But my mom has been watching since season 2. And it's a family show. Like I know some people get onto the TV show and they be like, "Oh, we've been watching this." Like me, my siblings, my mother, we've been watching this since I was a kid. I've been watching Big Brother for a very long time. Now the casual view for sure. My mom, she was definitely one of those. Back in the day, they used to have it on. It wasn't HBO. Showtime.
Was it Showtime? Because I was gonna say Pop TV.
It was Showtime,
Okay.
and then it went to Pop TV. Then it went to whatever it's on now.
It's on Paramount Plus.
It's on Paramount Plus, but it's also on something else. But I think that's like a Spectrum thing. But I've been watching it since then, and I was texting her, and I was like, "Grah, tonight is good." She finally texted me this morning. She was like, "I just watched the episode. This was so good. These are one of the weeks you're looking for, and anything that's gonna take away Quinn's power, I'm here for."
I'm here for it too, but he's pretty much giving away his power because he keep putting his allies on the block.
Everybody keeps putting their allies on the block.
They do, and it's ain't nobody. Hopefully, Chelsea will learn. I mean, we'll see.
So you didn't think that this week was good overall?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to drop spoilers, and we ain't there yet. I
Yeah,
apologize.
don't do that yet.
I apologize.
Oh,
I did
boy.
enjoy this week. I love when people play the game for themselves.
Okay.
And I love when people don't say, "Oh, but the HOH wants this, so I'm not going to use the veto." Like, I
Mhm.
like when people say, "Look, I don't care you the HOH or not. I'm doing what's best."
It's my game.
Yes. I enjoy that. So I was highly entertained by Leah and how the house flipped the vote.
Yes.
To address this real quick, Really B is perfectly fine. She had a family dinner and she didn't think she would be done on time. I'm assuming if she finishes within this hour, she'll pop in. If not, you'll see Really B next week. But she's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So let's hit it off. Last week, Tucker went home. So this was a huge HOH.
Boo!
They're gonna really be in the chat. She's saying what's up to y'all. It's that chicken egg finger HOH where you gotta get the egg and roll it down the
I
rack.
like that one. Do you think you'll be good at it?
No, I'll probably be Angela. And hell, my name is
It's
Angela.
Angela. I
Wait,
was just about to say, is there a competition that you're like, "Oh, bitch, I eat that"?
the competitions that involve math because I'm a numbers girl.
Okay.
I can't see, so I'm not good at the visual ones.
Okay.
That hearing one was a no. My memory, the ones where they put the math problems in there, I'm gonna tear those up.
So only those ones.
Yes.
I feel like my fingers are long enough.
I might can do a pressure cooker. I might could hold a button for a minute.
You think so?
Yeah.
I would like to see you in the pressure cooker.
Especially if you don't eat or drink before, I'm good.
Do you think we're gonna get one this year?
I hope so. I do enjoy that one.
I heard, and I'm just telling you what I heard. I don't know if this is true. And if so, I'm going to gag. I heard they bringing back the key wheel.
The who?
They're bringing back the key wheel. The key wheel.
where you pull your name out the key.
I heard that.
I like that better than flashing it on the wall.
That's why I heard that on the feeds, but they
Because
cut them.
anticipate, okay, it's one key. That better be my key up in
I
there.
heard that they're making it. I'm just saying, also because then you get down to the 3. I guess we still get like the concept of who's gonna be the last person. And that's what I loved about it. I heard that they're bringing back. Now I don't know. I'm not saying outside people said it on the feeds. They were talking about the key wheel. So
It could come back now that Ainsley is gone.
I know it maybe they're trying to keep up with that in anticipation.
I wouldn't mind seeing the key wheel come back. I
would
like that.
love to see. I've been begging for it. I want that. I want that. I want food competitions.
I like the food comps. Yes.
And I think those are no. I like the key wheel, food competition. There's one more thing I want to see. If it comes to my mind, I'll blurt it out.
I would eat up that spelling bee too, because I have spelling bee words. I have some really good long accounting words. I could whoop up some people in that.
Did we do that this year yet? We did, right?
And I lost because y'all took out all the good letters.
Oh yeah, they were deleting letters. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but they used to do something with the math problems, and I would eat everybody up on the math problems.
I love that.
Anyway, Angela's strategy was, I'm not even moving my egg into 3 or 4 people drop because I'm not being a have not. And that I agreed 100% with that. Yes.
So you was okay with her sitting there?
If you know you're not good at a challenge and you're not going to be HOH anyway, you might as well not be a have not as well.
This is what put her on the block though. Like, well, I guess not really, because to be honest, which was weird, no one even cared that she didn't play.
No. They don't care about
it. And I would have been bringing that up all week. Girl, you didn't even try. So clearly you want, hey, Kenny, you said you didn't even try. You clearly don't want to be here, girl.
She didn't want to go home. She just finished being a have not. Can you imagine that slop? She already had to want to whoop up on Brooklyn for eating her charcuterie board. Like, I would not want to be a have not at all.
That's true. And I hear that it is bad. So, I mean, I feel like play the game. Even if like you have ass it, play it.
But even after the few people dropped their eggs, she still got 1 or 2 letters down. Like, the competition was still close.
That's true. That's true. I feel like I would have beasted that count.
I don't know. It depends, because in the Big Brother house, if you have nails, do they let you get a fill-in?
I don't think so. I think it's all pressed on. I think you do it yourself.
Okay, so I probably wouldn't have my nails on, but if I had my nails, I probably could whip that ball.
Because I really feel like I could do it. Now I'm thinking about it.
It's one of those hit or miss carnival games. Who knows? But Quinn is the HOH. It could have been anybody, but it was Quinn. So I guess whatever.
Congratulations or whatever.
I didn't like how I know you said you didn't really get to catch up on Sunday yet.
Yeah.
I don't like how they flashed so far back to Thursday on Sunday. Like, we got a lot of crying. Damn it, everybody cried when Tucker went home, and I don't get it.
Who was crying outside of Rubina?
Rubina cried. Chemo cried.
Really?
Chemo told Angela to her face, because she was like, oh, you two will still be best friends. He was like, ma'am, I ain't vote for you. I voted for him to stay.
That's what I've been seeing. I saw somebody did like a Sims mock-up, and I guess he was sitting at the counter, and she was like, don't worry about it. You guys are gonna be best friends after this. And he was like, I voted for him to stay. And she started, did she start crying?
Yeah, Angela started crying. Cam was crying in a room, and these people were crying real tears in my life.
But Cam was crying when he left, but he voted him out. What was that about?
It was too much crying. It's too much crying. I think I'm not that sensitive of a person.
Apparently not.
I hardly ever cry. So all that crying in the house would have worked my last nerve. And
I
I'll just,
cry all the time.
y'all just met each other.
Yeah, but no, it's almost 2 months now. And they say a day feels like a year. Okay, Angela doesn't care. All right, so what else happened?
So we had to go through all the crying. And then we got the confessional of Quinn celebrating that he kicked Tucker out while wearing his girlfriend's skirt.
That's nasty.
And
Why
I'm,
was he? Why did he keep wearing that?
I don't know, maybe he's, what's the word, androgynous, where
I
you,
think he is androgynous,
yeah,
but what's the purpose of like putting her skirt on? Was he doing it to flaunt it?
he was doing it to flaunt it in Tucker's face.
Because
Like,
he don't regularly wear women's clothing, right?
I haven't seen it,
Yeah, I think he was just doing it.
to rub it into Tucker. I don't know,
It
but
seems like that.
that was pretty much half of Sunday night. You didn't miss
Mhm.
much if you didn't watch Sunday. It was a lot of crying, a lot of Tucker. I mean, a lot of Quinn boasting that he got Tucker out first. Tucker, you should have got out Quinn. I don't know why you was being that nice to him, but that's hindsight is 2020. And then Quinn won the HOH and he put up Angela, Chemo, and Rubina.
Okay.
Now, what I don't understand, which was what I titled the video, what happened to the visionaries? Like, yes, the visionaries went against him and voted out Cedric, but you put him on the block.
I don't think he was ever with the Visionaries.
But who are you with now, Quinn? I want to
No.
know, who is Quinn with now? Because to me, when Tucker went home, that was really time to reset the game. Like, reset. The Pentagon is blown up, the whatever, that Sixth Avenue is blown up. It's time to reset the game. And his best way back into a strong alliance for me was with Chemo and Tucker.
That's true. He didn't go to any. I guess it became 3 3s and 3s. Like him, Leah, and Joseph, Chemo, Rabina, and Takor, and then
Cam, McKenzie, and Chelsea.
I guess, and then Angela was
Angela's just out there.
just there because he didn't go. You're right. He did not. After he blew up his alliances and got out Tucker, he had nowhere to go, which is probably why this HOH was a mess because it was too fluid.
I felt like he blew up his game because if you're going to go back in with the Pentagon, stay with the Pentagon. If you're going to go back with the visionaries.
Well, the Pentagon was gone, though, right? Didn't they already lost someone.
They already lost Cedric and Brooklyn, but you know, Chelsea was in her confessionals talking about we doing this for the Pentagon. So I really don't know. I'm very casual. I don't watch the live feeds. I really just thought with Tucker being gone, this was a reset. Let's play the game. Let's reset these alliances. I didn't think he was going to blow up Visionaries. I don't
think Quinn thinks like that, though. So I like your strategy. Like, okay, he's gone. If I would have won HOH, would have been like, okay, y'all, this is time to just reset. The things that we said we were in before. Angela kind of blew some things up. Tucker kind of blew some things up. Like, we got them out. Now we know where everybody stands. Let's start from scratch and start a new alliance, a new something. I don't think he even took that approach or even thought about taking that approach.
His approach was whoever didn't vote out Tucker goes on the block. So he already didn't like Angela. So Angela was automatic. And then he was like, well, Rubina and Chemo voted to keep Tucker so they can go on the block. And I felt like that was a mistake.
Rubina was an easy read. She was a very easy read. Like, putting her in the block, first of all, you look sad, you look stupid, you look dumb. Putting her in the block, it was an easy one. Chemo, like I don't know. These noms did not make sense to me.
They didn't make sense to me either. I was like, I guess he doesn't want to win because where are you going?
These are the girls who are on his side, like, because they look at him as the nerdy underdog too. Like, yes, he's a threat, but you're also like a other, just like us.
He
So
should have rallied
what's in?
into court and chemo, like visionary strong,
The
pulling.
people who have had his back will have his back, will stick with him.
He should have kept Joseph, brought him in, and
Mhm.
with chemo and Tukor, they could settle down Rubina. Like they was only in love for a week anyway, so they could settle that down, and then go against the other side of the house. You could have put up Mackenzie, you could have put
Right.
up Leah and Angela.
Give me a second.
Mhm. Okay, so we gonna walk past the nominations. So now we know who's on the block. I didn't agree with Quinn putting up the visionaries. I know you say the visionaries were done weeks ago, but they were acting like they were still a thing. And I feel like T Core would have got over whatever she was on. Chemo would have went with it. Because Chemo really ain't playing the game. I really would have rather see Chemo go, but we'll get there. But up next, now let's get to the veto. It's veto day. Everyone is on the block. Takor wants blood. She was like, if he put up Chemo or Rubina, he my target. And I was like, okay, Takor, both of them up there now. So it's a wash. He done lost to Core. Everybody is now against Quinn.
Angela, how do you feel about and like keep it gangster? I feel like we saw the best parts of Angela this week. I felt like she didn't overdo. She wasn't crazy. She didn't overcompensate. I feel like she made human to human connections. And I feel like that's what changed the game this week. And that's what I appreciated. I ain't like I ain't never thought about Leah. I ain't like Leah. Wasn't worried about Leah at all. But I love how she put her foot down. And maybe we can call it her playing the game and deciding, or she's going against patriarchy or men telling her what to do or whatever. But what happened even before the veto in their communication and conversation, I liked it. And the social game was there. And I want to know how you feel.
I
Because
think
you need your type of mindset, but you also need social.
Angela didn't bother me this week, but and again, I'm not watching the feeds this season. I just they're boring to me. So I only have what CBS gives me. She's still doing a lot of white woman crime, too much crime for me.
Seriously. And we watched it right before we got on here.
Right. But I think Angela also doesn't have anybody else to play with. Like she played all up in Lisa's face and Lisa took it. She kind of gave Matt a run for his money and he started crying. I think she know Takor and Chelsea will cuss her ass out. Mackenzie probably will cuss her out. And then she friends with Leah. So I think she ran out of people to play her games with. That's what I think is happening with Angela.
So you think she befriended Leah because she ran out of people to play games with?
Leah doesn't have anybody else, and Angela needs a friend. Like, I don't
So
know.
you don't think that their conversations and were serious?
I think they were serious because Leah is also on the outs. When you have the whole house in the HOH room and it's only two people in the kitchen,
Yeah.
they're bonding because they're like, we're on the outs. We're at the uncool kids table. So let's bond. Let's talk. I don't understand because usually Leah's casting type is one of the cool kids. I don't understand why she's not in with anybody.
We don't have that this season. I think we had probably one jock, Matt, and he's gone.
Well, you have Cam, but Cam is boring.
Cam, who's that? Never heard of him.
He on my fantasy team. I might swap his ass out.
I don't know. He may come alive soon, but right now it's like, who is that? I think he's gonna be like a person who just gets to the end.
Cam is getting ready to get voted out because these people are not playing smart. Y'all done seen a million people want to start up a showmance on this show this season, and they like snip, we ain't having that. So you seen Angela shot her shot at Matt week 1. They done took out Tucker and Rubina, all that kissing in front of people. No, y'all gone. What is all this hair scratching, rubbing in the bed in front of everybody with Mackenzie and Cam?
I don't get me
And
started.
what I did not like about it is she snapped her leg like she was calling her dog, and he ran over there and jumped in her lap. I said, "Sir."
I mean, that's what he like. And I'm actually very shocked, but that's what he like.
That had kind of pissed me off. But if you like it, I love it.
I love it. Go ahead. I love I loved how much Angela was able to create true bonds. I felt like this whole week, especially the episode of
But with
the
who but
veto.
Leah?
I'm sorry.
With who but Leah?
With Leah, I felt like she
Mhm.
opened up to Chelsea. It didn't. I mean, they didn't show it on the show, but at least Chelsea kind of understood what was going on with her. I think Mackenzie sees her side, but not really fucking with her like that. Still, excuse my language. Um, I think that it was eye opening for Joseph because Joseph got the biggest head this week. Once Tucker was gone, you would have thought he was right. He was Big Brother. He was running everything, and it gave Angela an into his thought process. She didn't do anything crazy this week. She was just like, "How do you feel? What's going on with you? How do you feel? What about me? You stay like she was just genuinely trying to figure out where do I sit, and I loved seeing that this week, and I loved seeing that the person she connected with the most was the person that fate will have it kind of changed her position in the game. You want to get into the video competition? Would you do well in this one?
I probably could do good in this one. Only if we didn't have to crawl, because my knees is bad and I ain't got time to be crawling on that ground. But if we could stand up and feel around in the dark,
You have a good memory like that? Because I don't. Why is my family?
yeah, because you can feel it's really just looking at the parts and feeling for it. Like that one,
And we've only played this one other time, right?
they've done things in the dark before where you have to go into a haunted house and feel for things and come out. It's usually a time-based challenge, whoever can come out the fastest.
I thought it was great. I like this one a whole lot.
I did enjoy the competition.
I feel like I could play this one. I don't know if I'll be able to play it well. I hear sometimes it's cold, and then that can change your sensory. So I don't know if I'll be able to feel because it seemed like Leah was going squishy, squishy, but I didn't see anybody go into the actual room and like hear squishies and sorry, my family's going crazy. Do anything with I don't know. Did you think that Quinn was gonna win, and did you feel bad for him because he had tossed that piece to the side? Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm listening though.
Okay, absolutely not. I didn't feel bad that Quinn lost or that he tossed this thing to the side. This is Big Brother. I like when other people win the veto and the HOH doesn't have full control of the week. I like when people tempt the HOH with like, I'm going to do what I want to do with the veto. So I love that Quinn lost, number one, because Quinn in losing still didn't have to put his allies up on the block. Like that's your fault, sir. You didn't have to throw your piece to the side. Number one, I would have never threw all my pieces to the side. I would have always, if I didn't feel like that was the correct piece, I still would have put it back in the box so I can interchange them and know where all my pieces are at all times. So that's Quinn's fault. That's his cockiness. He went into it thinking he was going to win. And sir, you can't win everything. You got humbled. And I was happy to see it. I don't like to see people steamroll all the competitions.
I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. Angela's putting up pieces and then forgetting she put a piece there. Iconic. It took 1 second. She was like, okay, this goes here. Wait, what is this? What is this?
8 seconds later. 8 seconds later, man, you forgot you just put that there. My memory, it ain't that bad.
What is this thing here? Who put this here? Does it go on? when she tried to attach it, I was gagging, gagging. I thought it was a great competition. I loved it. I want them to keep this one in there. Keep this one in there for sure. They've done stuff in the past with the darkness, but I don't remember them ever having to put things in the dark. Like remember it was like the haunted house with
Yeah.
Tamar and them. I love this competition. I thought it was great. And how did you feel about Leah winning?
I like that Leah won because Leah changed up the game. And I like when the game is changed.
So you felt like, oh, Leah winning, boom. I'm like, this is about to be a good week because I only got invested in this week once I realized what day is the game played? Monday, Tuesday, Monday.
It's played early in the week. It's probably because
They get the HOH on Thursday,
Sunday.
Friday, I think Saturday, Sunday, right? And then they play it on Monday, Tuesday. Whichever day it was, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna because I didn't watch Sunday because I was thinking why, but like, what? I don't want to see Quinn HOH. Yeah, and then once I realized that Leah won, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start watching again because it's unpredictability, and she doesn't have a side. She doesn't know where she's going with. I know she's connected to Angela, but I didn't know how much the. Thank God I finished watching the TV show. I didn't know how much she was connected with Angela. And I didn't feel like she was this type of empowered girl. Like, I'm doing what I want to do.
I was so happy to see it.
Yeah.
Because so many times people would let the HOH dictate how to use the veto. And she said, Angela is good for my game. Because if she make it to jury, that's a vote for me.
So do you think that Quinn, so moving forward, like fast forwarding, she uses the veto on Angela. Do you think that Quinn was really shocked? Because I felt like she was telling him the whole time. Now she was basing it like, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I'm not sure. I want to.
But girl, you been with people with and you been in their face and you're like, girl, just say you about to do it. Like, why are you trying to play with me?
Like, we getting some good reactions where seasons on the past, people say, look, I'm using a veto on Mikey. They're just throwing a name out there.
Yeah.
So when you get to the veto ceremony and it's actually, I guess, live or whatever they're recording, it's no reactions. It's no tears. It's like, okay, go ahead, sit down, and I'm putting up so and so. It's like we're getting true reactions by people keeping their choices to themselves.
I mean, all in all, you're not supposed to say anything, so
I wouldn't. That's the best thing I like about this season is because it's not groupthink. People are making choices for themselves and they aren't telling. Like, we're getting some good reactions.
But you don't think she told him?
I don't think
like so. I felt like every conversation that they had, even in the television show, it seemed like, bro, she's literally letting you know.
But think about this.
Okay.
That's what makes this cast to me is all recruits. I don't think it's a real super fan in there. Think of how many times this season people have told people certain things and they're still shocked when it's like Tucker, Cedric, all them. They're like, we know I've told you what's about to go down, but you still shocked because you believe you're still getting ready to go down. Like, so this cast is just, it's crazy to me. Like, these people don't know the game. These people do not know the game.
That's true. I just feel like Quinn was trying to make an excuse where he should have been planning what his operation was after she used the veto. Because I felt like I'm not trying to skip ahead, but I feel like what happened actually was heartbreaking for him 100%. And I don't think he truly thought this part through. And if he would have just listened to her saying, I'm not sure, I'm still twerking on the fence, I'm not sure, I'm still thinking about it, he should have got together with his bestie and said, yo, what do we do if she does this?
He had already mapped out what he's going to do if a veto was used. He already said, I got to put Joseph on the block because he voted for Tucker. I ain't seen no rule book that said that. It was plenty of other choices. You did not have to put your number one on the block.
And let's be clear.
Not with
Because
McKenzie.
you're one of the people that I want to cuss out too.
Me?
Yes. Yes. Was it y'all? We gotta go back to last week's roundup.
Okay.
Was it y'all the same ones who, when I was saying Tucker was doing things so that they can scratch his back and not be on the bottom, Quinn played this week like what Tucker was thinking.
He did.
And y'all was like, oh no, that's stupid. You shouldn't. Da, da, da.
I think Quinn is
Oh, and he was only doing that so that he could. Yes, but then Quinn played this week how Tucker was trying to play the game. Like, yo, she scratched my back. I'm gonna scratch her. She ain't put Leah up, so I'm not gonna put her up. He even think about Takor.
I would have put a. He had T-Core sitting right there, and you could have had that whole alliance that she already gunning for you.
That's true.
He could have been sitting right there. If you didn't want to ruffle up T-Core, you owe Mackenzie nothing. She was sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never putting up my number one just because that was his reason.
Especially not at this like late in the game.
Right. It's the week before jury.
Right.
And you willing to put up your number one because he voted a certain way and you give a damn what the house, your HOH, who gives a damn what your reasonings are? You have to select somebody, and I'm damn sure not putting up my number one.
How did you feel about his reasoning?
I felt like it was dumb.
I gagged. Because
I said it at the beginning. He wasn't playing as a reset. He's still stuck on Tucker when Tucker is gone. Who cares who wanted to keep Tucker when Tucker is gone? It's now a new week. You're still playing emotionally off of a man who is sitting at home watching the show with me and you.
And very clearly, the people who voted with you don't care about you, bro.
They don't care.
They don't care. As you was keeping them in your mind and in your head, and like, well, I can't put these people, not Mackenzie, not Chelsea. I don't want to put these people. God, they don't care.
They don't give a damn.
They don't care about you.
They don't give a damn. That's why I said the whole reasoning was flawed. I wouldn't have cared what Leah did with that veto because Takor is sitting right there. Takor, get your ass up. Matter of fact, let's talk to Takor. If Leah uses this veto, I'm gonna have to put you up, so you might want to talk to her.
Right.
I'm gonna talk to Mackenzie. You know, you are option if she used this veto. You might want to talk to her.
That's smart. That's smart.
In his mind, he's like, "Oh, I gotta put up Joseph. I just really hope you don't use it." Where in the rule books does that say?
It don't say it. Actually, that's smart. I would have at least had other people badgering Leah to be like, girl, he just came to me and said, I'm going to be up next. Like, don't do it. Fuck that bitch. I know you like Angela. You remind her of her daughter. Let her go home to see her daughter.
Right.
Please don't use it. I think that's smart. I would have rallied the other girls and be like, look, I'm letting you know if she uses it, it's you. And I would have told every person that.
I would have at least told Takor and his MJ. Probably would have been with Mackenzie MJ because I think Leah and Mackenzie are kind of close. So Mackenzie might have could have pulled it off, but he didn't even try. He just had his mind set on, well, I guess I got to do Joseph to stick with the story.
That's wild to me. Story. When he stood up and was like, well, I got to think about the people who voted with me. Like, but do you though? Because they're
immediately Joseph said his ass going on the block if I come down.
Yeah, because it's stupid.
You just ruined you. Now you have no alliance. You have no way back in because you want to stick to a story about a man who's no longer here. And I thought he was better at the game.
No feeds. They're gonna make us wait today.
For what? The nominations.
Mm-hmm. It still feeds. They're gonna make us wait today. I wanted to because we're about to get to the last episode. I was trying to see if we have it yet. They're gonna make us wait. They're gonna make us wait.
It really happened the last episode. Now, you didn't watch Sunday. I fell asleep on Thursday, and I ain't have no desire.
You lie.
I had no desire to rewind.
Girl, Thursday was so good. Let me showcase what was my favorite part of Thursday episode.
To see if I fell asleep on that part or not.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you didn't. Because She had been trending the whole day.
Who?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this iconic. I just put it up there.
Mackenzie.
Go ahead. When she did this,
I sadly vote to evict Joseph.
girl, God, I was out of my seat. I got up. I stood up and I started pacing. I said, wait. Okay, so what? She was the first vote. I said, so what are we? So what are we doing? So wait. So who's going home? Because I just knew Chemo was about to be next. I knew Chemo was going to be that. She sat there, and then after like the show, the feeds came back on, and she went to Chelsea, and she said, girl, I went back and forth.
Well, who were the four? Because I knew it had to be Takor.
So the four were hold on, I have my notes here, so I can just put those up. It was MJ. So these are in order of the votes.
Okay.
Mackenzie went first. She said Joseph. Then Cam said Chemo. Then they did a commercial break. Came back. Leah did Chemo. Takor did Joseph. Rabina did Joseph. Angela went in there. She said, I don't have the votes to keep you. I'm so sorry. I vote to evict Chemo. And then Chelsea voted to evict Joseph. It ping-ponged like that. It ping-ponged like that. When I say MJ's set the fire, the city up. She went in there when she said Joseph. I said, wait a second. Hold on. And she went to Chelsea after, and her and Chelsea were talking, and it was like, so, what did you do? MJ said, look, Julie was trying to talk to me, and I was trying to think. I did not know what I was going to do. And she said, I paused because Julie was trying to have a conversation with her. And she was like, bitch, I don't care about what you got to say. And she kept pausing. And Julie's like, okay, so then who do you want? And she just did not know. And she said, I got to a point when I was thinking, and I said, F it. And she said Joseph's name. That she told Chelsea after when the feeds came back on, her and Chelsea was talking. She said, girl, I got to a point. I was thinking. I said Joseph. She gave, and I could not sit down because I was thinking, okay, so now we got MJ. Is Chemo saying? Because he already had Rabina, he already had Takor. I assumed that he was gonna have Angela.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last episode, Takor was only trying to find one more number. Not Chemo, which is a shocker there. But Takor was trying to find one more number. And I just assumed that then Leah was going to be that number. But when Angela went in there, I don't have the votes to keep you. I thought it was done.
So Angela and Leah voted the same.
Angela and Leah voted the same, yes.
Can I just say this? MJ, you look real good right here, too.
I'm telling you, Conti. And she went in there and she was like, hey, Julie. Julie trying to talk to her. She's like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
5 seconds. If you don't say a name, live TV.
Julie was like, I'm trying to give my best Mackenzie. She was not worried about you. Like, I really felt like Mackenzie didn't know what to do. Let me replay it, y'all. This is the best part of the night. Only because she was the first vote.
Right there.
And she made it crazy. I don't think we're gonna, because it's so short.
I sadly vote to evict Joseph.
She said Joseph.
That was some good TV. I slept on all the votes because I went home.
Hey, no, the votes were the things that you should have watched because of how it pinged pong. You thought you knew what was happening and you didn't, because MJ came in there and she said Joseph, and I said, hold up, wait a second, where are we going? Oh, we did skip the AI arena.
They said you had something good to say about the AI. It looked like a good old challenge competition to me.
It was a mess. No, it was that one that Michael. You remember Michael from Big Brother? Last year. And it was the rope challenge where they had to plug it in.
They do that on the challenge all the time and Survivor. I was like, okay.
I mean, but it's more difficult, you know. Now we just plug in a little thingy. I've been watching some of the exit interviews with Joseph, and Joseph was like, "Well, I'm not really the athletic one." Very much so. Did you watch him trying to compete that?
Yeah, I did see
it. Looks sad, girl. He had the rope all over his body. He got entangled in it.
Entanglement.
Yes, where it looked like Rubina looked like a pixie, like just flying through. This was made for her. That was
for Rubina.
It was made for her. She looked like a little pixie, like flying up and down the thing, just getting the rope across. Mm-hmm. Joseph was on the ground. I said, "Well, what was it?" It looked real bad. It looked real bad.
Because Chemo, I don't know what Chemo was over there doing.
Well, no, they were neck and neck. I really think that Chemo had it because he was watching Rabina. So what Rabina's strategy was, take enough off, go, come back. Take enough off, go, come back. And every time she did that, I feel like Chemo was watching her and was like, well, I won't try to go at that part because clearly it's not enough rope. Mm-hmm. And he was watching. They were running at the same time.
They said you had a rope.
And I sure did, girl.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Last night I did have a rope. Let me see if I put it up. Child, because I had to showcase how much of a mess it looked last night. Let me see if I can put it up. I had to show it, and I did.
It's about rope management. Like you could fly through the course as fast as you want, but if you get your rope all tangled up, you got to have good rope management.
Girl, and he looked a mess.
Wasn't the one bragging as soon as Tucker leave, he the next best in the challenges, so he gonna start throwing challenges?
But he said he been throwing challenges since the beginning.
You might have should have won a couple. You should have went for that veto.
All right, let me put this up here.
Okay, after this, we're gonna get into the spoilers and what we think about what's about to happen this week.
Yeah. They said go. And I don't know what game Joseph was playing. I have no idea what they told him the rules were. Bad. But Joseph looked like this.
Now, where you get some rope from? Lord have mercy.
I'm telling you, you have to watch it. He was falling on the ground.
But did you fall? All of what you doing? Is that a vacuum cord rope?
No, it's just an extension cord for holiday decorations. It's an outside extension cord. Girl, he looked just like this, and he was falling.
That is how he looked.
He was falling on the ground, and I was like, "What is Joseph doing?" He got to a point he had all the rope under him, and he just popped on his back. And I said, "This is embarrassing." The game up with this one. It was so bad.
I do agree.
It was so bad.
He had awful rope management. Awful.
It was so bad. And I felt good for Leah. I mean, for Rabina, because she was like, I've been wanting this, I've been needing this. They keep putting my back against the wall. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna take it back. I don't know how I feel about Chemo anymore. Like he has a lot of social connections, but I don't think that he's playing the best game right now. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm definitely not gonna take this back. He stood up there and his speech was like, "You're homophobic if you vote for me."
That's what he said.
in so many words. He was just like, I'm gay. Visibility. We need gay visibility. And I was thinking, that's not the thing to keep you. My brother's dead because his brother who loves Big Brother. He came on Big Brother because of his brother's past.
I gotta go back and rewind it.
So he was like, my brother's dead. I'm gay. Keep me. And I was thinking, girl, these are not the things to highlight right now. I just want visibility. My brother dead. I know I'm gay. You gonna kick out the gay person with the dead brother? Cancer?
Don't do that.
That's what he did. And I said, whoa. He did everything. I'm telling you, he did all the stuff. He said, because who stood up first? It was Joseph who stood up first. Was like, let's just keep with what we were saying. Sorry, my family going crazy today. You're hearing these things. It was like, you guys going crazy. Let's stick with the plan we had. Child, Chemo stood up. He said, gay rights. I'm gay. I know my brother dead. You gonna do that to somebody with a dead brother? Gay visibility. Gays. Homophobia. I'm a person of color. Y'all voting out people of color and gay with dead brothers. That's really what I'm telling you. Go back and watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
That's what he did. He stood up. He said all of that, and I said,
and I would have Julie evict Chemo's ass.
That's what he did. Now he stood up. He said all of that, and I was like, "This ridiculous." Now I love Chemo down, but he did. He put out everything he could use.
This is not sympathy, brother.
Right, girl. What do you have? What's going on? I'm just here, gay, living my life with a dead brother. Girl, he put out everything.
Yeah, brother.
He put out every card. I'm doing this for my dead brother.
Lord have mercy.
I'm telling you, he did. You gotta watch it. That's what he did. I'm not making this stuff up. Like, this what he did. He got up there. He said, "Thank you, house guest. I'm gay. My brother dead. Y'all know I'm doing this for my dead brother. My brother is dead, and I'm of color. And my brother dead, and I'm gay. Y'all homophobic? Y'all voting out because y'all homophobic? That's what he did, girl. Like, whatever it was, it worked because they voted out Joseph.
Like, that's what Angela gonna get up there and say, "Look, I'm 50."
Nah, she used the ageism card. I'm just doing the best that I can. You guys, please just help me. Let me stay for one more money. My grandchildren. Girl, I'm so tired of her grandkids, her being old. She got in there. She cried when she voted. Because she thought she didn't have the votes, girl. You don't know what side of the house to be on. That's really what it is. I'm sorry, I don't have the votes to keep you able to even chemo. Grandchildren, give grandma your love because I can believe that I can. She said some shit like that. I'm telling you, this is not a joke. She went in there. Hey, Julie, I'm so sorry, I don't have the votes to keep you chemo. I'm giving votes to even chemo. Grandbaby, send your grandmother some loving because I believe that I can do it. And then she left. I said, okay.
I do think they can drag Angela to the final two and she can still lose.
You need to tell me about this.
I don't see anybody.
I believe that you're wrong. I do not think if anybody brings Angela to the end, she wins. Hands down.
Who's voting for Angela? They don't like her.
Everybody, and they don't like Joseph. Even, they liked Joseph, but they don't believe he played the game. You remember was it yesterday's or the Veto's? I think it's the Veto episode where Chelsea was sitting out talking to Joseph, and she was like, "You cool and all, but you haven't played." Like, they're gonna be voting for people who played the game.
Hey, let's run it down. Who right now is playing the game outside of Chelsea and maybe Quinn?
Okay, so let's think about this. Okay, let me pull up what the jury looks like. Have you done a scope of the jury? Because they're all of color. I think it's like iconic.
Oh, pull it up.
Well, it's not all of color, but the
Right.
diversity
It's
of the jury.
diverse. Yes. Okay.
Let me pull up the jury because I just saw somebody put together all the pictures of the jury. Here it is. I'm gonna share it. Excuse me, you guys. All right, so this is our jury.
We had 9. A
Yep.
9-person jury. Okay.
Well, it's not a 9, it's a 7-person jury.
Yeah, but 9 people.
9 people, sorry, 9 people in the jury together. Or no, I guess no, 7 people in the jury, 2 people to go to win.
These
But
people playing the game.
so let's start with let's do this since you that girl, because we in jury. Let's start with Quinn. If Quinn makes it to the end,
He can win.
and who's gonna vote for him?
Let me say this first.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
Okay.
this is a season of recruits.
Okay.
So I feel like it's going to be an emotional jury. So they're going to vote for who they like, not for who played the best game, because ain't none of them playing a good game. Period. They just playing, and we
disagree.
watching. And we're just watching. It depends on who Quinn is sitting next to, but I think Quinn, over all of these people sitting here outside of Chelsea, would know how to present a good case of winning Big Brother.
So say he's sitting next to anybody, you think he wins?
He's sitting there by anybody except for Chelsea. I think Quinn could win.
So Chelsea is the one. So from what I'm hearing, you think that Chelsea, anybody sitting next to Chelsea loses.
Right.
Chelsea wins overall.
Oh, with this jury, yes. Especially all the women, yes.
Okay. So I think that if it was Quinn, Angela, and Chelsea, any of those, that's who I give a toss up to.
Oh, I don't see it for Angela. I don't see
how.
These people don't like her.
They don't like her. Yes.
What is she
the
doing?
ladies? But the lady been playing, and she here. She's won 2 HOHs. She got the girls out. The people have been able to. She's been getting a veto put around her neck, even if she doesn't win it. Meaning her social game is on point. She's not only won competitions and got people out of the house, but her social game is so good that she got other people to use the veto on her. I played this game. I played y'all.
But it ain't like it was her idea.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Whether or not I came up with the idea, baby, you put that veto around my neck, and you want to know why? Because you felt like I was that girl. You could have put it around anybody else's neck, and you put it around mine.
You put it around her neck because she wasn't about to win that.
And here I am at the end. And here I am at the end. I'm sorry. I feel like
Angela
got it
next to the win, because I don't see any, like, if she's.
I feel like if she sat next to, I feel like the only problem she would have is if she sat next to Chelsea or Quinn. Those are the ones who will give her a run for her money. Everybody else, Angela wins.
Takor wins over. I say, if Angela is sitting in the final 2 chairs, she needs to be sitting next to a male. She needs
Takor got her own, actually, because Takor got her own. She got 1 HOH. We'll see how the rest of the game goes. But on your HOH, you put up 2 of your alliance members and sent 1 of your alliance members home, and your biggest targeted threat, or your biggest shield. Girl, you are not that girl. And when Angela was HOH, the person she wanted to go home went home. And it was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She said, Matt. And Matt had the pack. And Matt went home. See, Angela sends the girls home that she wanted to. And then on her second HOH, unfortunately, Quinn was the deep fake, but she still wanted that same outcome.
True. I don't know. I don't see it.
Like, nobody else is playing a better game than her. Quinn has a good story. Chelsea can mastermind out of everything. And now that she's winning comps, she can showcase a little bit of something. But outside of that, Angela got the story. I've been up here. Yeah, I was trying to get me out for weeks. I want HOHs. I want vetoes. Y'all put vetoes around my neck. Even when everybody counted me out, I'm a grandmother.
If she can pull her story together how you said it and not be up there crying in white woman tears, like she got to pull out her real estate. I'm getting ready to sell you a mansion bag, not these white woman tears. And because you sell real estate, Angela, I feel like you have that in you. She could finesse a good speech and answer them questions. I just don't see it.
I definitely could finesse a story for her. A winning one at that.
But can she finesse it?
I think she can. And if if Brooklyn really cares about married mothers, we should be room for this married mom.
I don't know, but you know what? I am gonna put Angela on my fantasy team because I ain't about to lose no more points.
I don't know. So so you want to get to spoilers and stuff?
Let's go ahead and get to it.
Yeah, so we all know that Joseph was evicted. How did you feel about his? Did you watch his exit interview?
That's when I turned the TV off because I ain't care.
He wasn't good.
Good.
It wasn't good. He's one of those people that and I think one of my subscribers said it yesterday when I was doing my recap. You can't tell him nothing. It's one of those people. They're like, well, why didn't you do it? Well, I did. I kind of did, and I didn't do it. Like it's just too much. He's too pompous, and even when he's trying to be humble, he's still pompous. Like, oh yeah, it was crazy that I went to Angela like that, but still, I needed to. It's too much. It's too much. And I was actually confused by his exit interview. I don't even think Julie knew where to go because he was saying that he was trying to say that he knew exactly what happened. And she was like, do you know who voted you out? And he was saying people. And she was like, no, they voted to keep you. Oh, exactly. That's what I meant. He's trying to tell Julie what was right, what was wrong. It was bad. It was really, really bad. He one of those people you can't talk to at all.
Good. And we ain't got to talk to him no more. He will be sitting at the house watching it with the rest of us.
Yeah, go home and smoke some weed like you told the people you was going to do.
Oh, that's what he said he was going to do?
He told Entertainment Tonight. That's the first thing he's going to go home and smoke some weed. Thank God.
I mean, I guess.
Have an edible for me.
Me too.
And now we know who the new HOH is, which is Chelsea.
Yes, we didn't do the countdown, but y'all knew it was coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You already said it.
Yeah, we said spoiler time. Chelsea is the new HOH. I do like to watch Sundays because I like to see what the competition is that gets them the HOH. So I can't wait to see what this competition is. I heard it was close. Was it between Chelsea and Leah?
I don't know. I didn't watch.
I heard it was close, but
it didn't happen this week. We weren't able to see it, and I feel like a lot of the competitions they're now doing that with. We're not able to see them unless you have the feeds.
So it must not have been a physical one. It must have been one of those true or false, A, B, or C type of competitions.
And from what we're hearing, she's going to put up Chemo and Angela. Angela's not happy about it, and I don't think Chemo knows.
I can see Chemo, if she's trying to get Takor to be closer to her, she has to break up that TT, Rubina, Chemo threesome. That does have to be broken up because that's a tight threesome amongst a bunch of confusion with the rest of y'all six.
You know what? She's very aggressive though, which is bothering me. She's very aggressive about Quinn not leaving. Like, don't even bring up his name to her. Don't even look at him as an option. And she's very forth. Like, I'm not doing that.
That's going to be her downfall. Because Quinn is now the new Tucker of the house. He's target number one. And if you're so adamant that he's not going on your HOH, next week it's going to be y'all two sitting on the block.
And she's serious about it. She's like, nope. And don't even bring up his name. Like, it's not going to be him. And I don't know why. And I listened to her. Me and you listened to her conversation. She hasn't been forthcoming about why Quinn's not it. She's just very direct on it's not going to be Quinn.
Well, she was one of the ones maybe last week who was like, they're doing this for the Pentagon. So maybe she's still stuck on the Pentagon. I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
I wish the feeds were back. Now I'm going to be stuck on the feeds until the Braxtons come on. But Quinn needs to leave before Leah once he loses that distraction. Oh. So then should Leah go then, Majani?
I think it's Majani, but I could be saying it wrong myself.
Yeah, but so are we saying that Leah should leave first?
I
don't know. It's a lot. She did tell what we did. Me and Angela did watch. She did tell Angela, girl, it may be you.
I mean, you say Angela is a threat to win. I guess put her up and send her home. To me, Angela would be somebody like Angela's not going on the block. I'm not putting her up.
That's how I would feel. But so what people speculated last night, which is kind of what I felt, it's about to be this all girls alliance. So, and I've heard Chelsea, I can't remember who she talked to. It was either Takor or MJ. It was one of those two for sure. And she was like, if we want this women's alliance to work, we need all the girls, which Angela's not included in that, all the girls in chemo. That's what they're trying to do. All the girls in chemo.
Except for Angela.
Yeah, she's a woman. She's a mother.
Have mercy.
That's what I'm hearing that they're trying to do. All the girls in chemo. And then chemo gets out first when all the girls get to it.
That's a mistake.
Why?
Because if you do all the girls minus Angela plus chemo, you have a strong threesome that's never going to turn on each other. Where Mackenzie, Leah, and Chelsea really aren't in any kind of thing. They could float either way. You have to break up. Right now, you have a strong third that's unbreakable.
Yeah, because then you'll be the fourth in that third.
Right. You have to break up Rubina, T-Core, and chemo.
I think that, well, if it's going to be her, Leah, then her, Leah, and MJ, maybe they think that they could.
To me, this is the week to do it now because you're at a 9. You have 6 people that really aren't a thing. Yeah. You might have Chelsea, Cam, and Quinn, but you
shouldn't even have Cam. She was yelling at Cam today.
Right, so they aren't even strong. You have a strong threesome out of 9. You have to tear that up because if you get down to 6 and you have that strong threesome there, it's a wrap.
Yeah, she doesn't trust Cam. She was yelling at Cam today and telling
then put his ass up.
Cam that he feels like, I don't think she's gonna put him up, because
she has a crush.
We black. Outside of that, yeah, and I thought that seriously, I thought that was gonna be her reason. Her reason right now, and maybe she playing coy. I don't know. Her reason is, I feel like you're gonna take Leah over me.
Leah, but Mackenzie the one rubbing his
girl, she been going around the house on the feed. She even had a conversation with Cam, and she was like, I don't want to, because I feel like you would bring you may have a possibility going up on the block because I feel like you would take Leah over me. And Cam was like, what are you talking about? She's like, that's how I feel. Now, I don't know if she just don't want to outright say, I don't like how you and Mackenzie doing. But she was telling Cam, I don't like that you and Mackenzie, you and Leah, I feel like you will take Leah over me.
And he probably would.
That's what she feels.
Then why not put Leah on the block? Like, I don't understand your nominations.
Well, she hasn't nominated anybody yet, but she is saying these two.
Chelsea, I thought you were smarter than this. If it's people that you really feel like are threats, why are you fooling around with Angela? And chemo haven't won anything. Put up Rubina and chemo and break up that Takor alliance.
It's gonna be crazy.
I don't know.
This week is about to be interesting. I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it too, because again, these people don't know how to play. They just They just doing anything.
And I love that for me.
I love it too. It makes good TV. It does make good TV. Well, you all, a quick announcement for the fantasy players. The swap is set for this Thursday. You have to have one or both of your swaps done before the episode comes on this upcoming Thursday night, or your swaps will be you stuck with who you got. And that's it. I can't wait to see what Chelsea does this week. Please don't do nothing stupid. Please don't do nothing stupid.
Please do something stupid.
Yes, do something stupid like put Cam on the block and let him go home.
I love it. I'll be waiting.
Waste of space on the feeds anyway.
I'll be waiting.
Can we redraft? No, you can't. You can't redraft. You can just do your 2 swaps and that's it.
Sorry, Majini, you can't do it.
Is it Majini? I've been calling you Majani forever. And
it probably is. I'm just seeing Gene there, so that's what I'm saying.
It probably is. I didn't erase the whole E. But that's it. Any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, I'll be watching the feeds and then I'm gonna be excited. Maybe I'll come online tomorrow morning and talk about what happens, but I'll be watching the feeds, but I'm about to go watch the Braxtons.
I can't get into the Braxtons.
I've been watching them since forever. They're like family to me.
I get it. I'm over it now. How they over each other, I'm over them too. But thank you all so much for supporting the weekly recap. Please like the video, support everyone up here, support Really B too, even though
she ain't here. She was here.
Shout out to Really B. I saw she made her 18K. Shout out to that. If you're in Twitter world, please follow us on Twitter. I think it's busy. Is it Busy Blue?
Yep, on every platform.
On every platform is Kiss My Cheeks TV as well. So if you're in the Twitter world, follow us on Twitter. And we'll see y'all next Friday. And we'll get into what Chelsea doing this week. What kind of mess is going on here.
So excited.
All right. Thank y'all so much. We'll holler at you later.
See you later.
Bye. They need 14 likes.